Hi everyone, Federico's here. Today we're gonna take a look on how to improvise on a pop rock song. Before to continue, as always, I suggest you to subscribe, and as always, I remember you that my English is very dangerous. So, what about improvisation on a pop rock song? If you think about most of the songs that you listen to and you like, you can say that the solos are not frequently improvised, okay? If you think solos about Bon Jovi or Eagles, think about Hotel California, okay? Solos like the Sweet Child of Mine solos, they're all written solos. What does it mean? Does it mean that every time that you play or you hear Slash that plays the solos, they're all the same, okay, most of the time. Also the solo from Rosanna by Toto, it's every time the same, because they're beautiful melodies. It's like a song in the song, okay? But if you want to practice and if you want to learn about improvisation on a pop rock song, you have to take care about some things, okay? The blues in general is more forgiving about improvisation. You can play slide bends, you can land on some notes that sounds cool, even if they're not in the scale. The blues is a sort of middle earth, okay? But the pop rock is not forgiving at all. So you have to take care about some few things. What are these things? Well, I've used at the beginning a standard pop rock progression: E, B, C sharp minor, and A. This is typical, okay? 1, 5, 6, 4. You can hear this in 2020 on almost every radio pop rock song, reggaeton. It's a progression that makes me sick, okay? Because every song has these chords. Obviously not all in the key of E, but in the key of C it's the same sound, okay? It's the sound of great songs like Don't Stop Believing by Journey, It's My Life by Bon Jovi, or Always, With or Without You from U2. But after 30 years, I think that this song is abused a bit. But pop rock in these days goes like this. So, what's the difficult? The difficult is that you have a song in the key of E, okay? Like this. I've done a little loop here on the loop station, the RC3 by Boss, and you have this chord progression. You can think, okay, the key of the song is E major, I'll play the E major scale. Okay, it's a right thing to do. But when you play on a progression in the pop rock style, you have to be very careful about the notes that you play on every single chord, okay? For example, a general rule that I can give you is when you play on a major chord, major or a 7 chord, a dominant 7, it's better to avoid the 4th and sometimes the 7th, okay? When you play on a minor chord, it's better to avoid the 6th, minor 6th, okay? What does it mean this? If you play on an E chord and you play the E major scale, the 4th is the note A. Why you have to avoid these notes that I say? Because they hit not in a good way other notes that are included in the chords. For example, in E, the fourth, the A note, hit the G sharp, which is in the chord. And the sound goes like this. Okay? It's like a sort of horror movie, horror film soundtrack. The same thing happens when you play the 6 on a minor chord, okay? In this case, on the C sharp minor, you have the A, which is the 6th, the minor 6th, that hit again the G sharp. When you are on the B, if you play the 4th, which is the E hits the D sharp, and you have this sound. Okay. Now these are not very common sounds that you can hear on pop rock songs. Okay, maybe in fusion or in jazz or in blues, these intervals, which is called flat 9. Okay, when the two notes are a semitone apart. But in pop rock, you always trying to search a good melody, okay? A good melody that you can sing. The solos from Sweet Child of Mine, for example, very, very melodical. Think. Okay, the dissonant notes are not here. Okay, so if you not pay attention to these details, you can land, when you improvise on a progression like this, you can do a lot of mistakes. Okay, I wanna that you hear the thing. Okay, now I'm gonna play over the chord changes, but with all notes from the scales, which you can think they're good, but they're not. Okay, listen to the difference. I wanna hit the 4th on all the major chord and the 6th on the minor. Okay, so the 4th on the E is A, on the B is E, on the C sharp minor is again the A, and on the A is the D sharp. So listen and tell me if you like it. Okay, I'm joking. I wanna that you hear the dissonance inside the notes. So what you have to do when you play on a progression like this, which is so common, you have to play the chord tones most of the time. Yes, you can also play the 9th or the 13th, but you have better results from playing the chord tones. What are the chord tones? The chord tones are the notes that are inside the chords. So if you are on the chord E, the chord tones are E, G sharp, and B, the triads. Okay, the tonic, the 3rd and the 5th. On the G sharp, E, on the C sharp minor, C sharp, E, and G sharp. On the B, D sharp, F sharp. On the A, C sharp, and E. So if you play, and when you do a phrase and you land on these notes, okay, you can go wrong. so the melody is inside the chords. For example, G sharp on E, F sharp on the B, C sharp on the C sharp minor, A on A, okay? But we have a lot of variation. I don't say that all the phrases are the same because they're written inside the chords, but you have to guide to follow the path of the melody and play through the changes like a sort of jazz thing, okay? In jazz it's common to play on the chords because we have a lot of chord changes that are so different from the previous and the one that goes after. So it's sort of the same thing, but with the parachute of playing all the time, always the same scale. Okay, you don't have to change scale frequently in pop rock. The pop rock song, the classic pop rock song, in the key of B flat, okay, follow the B flat scales, okay? In jazz, this doesn't happen frequently. So, how to do the right thing? You have to know, or even better, to listen to the melody in your head and listen the effect, the layering of the two sounds, the chord and the notes that you play on top of it, if it sounds good or not. Okay, there are obviously some few exceptions, but most of the time, if you listen to your favorite solos, all the notes on the first movement or all the notes that lands on the right chords are chord tones. Okay. Another good thing that you can do, and you can listen at the video at the beginning, is to use repetition. Okay, find a phrase that works for you, for your brain, that is easy to remember and can inspire you something good. Okay, it's very simple phrases. Okay, you can think die 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 da dum on the song. Or something like this. A motif, Scott Anderson calls it motifs, okay? In Italian, motivi, motivetti, okay? It's a little motif. So these are all important things if you wanna play and create a pop rock solos, because you have to think that all the solos that are written, the most famous solos on earth, also the Stairway to Heaven solo, okay, is written. They start from the improvisation, okay? Maybe if you're Bach or Mozart, you can wake up in the morning and have all the solos in your brain, and then the only thing you have to do is play it and write them, okay? But if you are a normal person, you have to start from the improvisation of the solos, and then you can take the good phrases, the good ones, and put them together, okay? So these are some advices about the pop rock improvisation. See you next time. Hope you enjoyed the lesson. Bye bye. Ciao.